push up in the morning and then gym spirit. We haven't really been working out today. I'm gonna be totally honest. I just was like, damn, we haven't been live on how long? On freaking three days, 3 days like that. But we've been posting. We've been live on TT. Dashboard wouldn't even load. Nah, it wouldn't. Yeah, I think the entire thing is done, or there's gotta be something on my end. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Mm. Lazy reveals that his cameraman now makes $25K per month working from, explaining how his pay increased over the years. Oh, what?
I hired Drew 3 years ago in 2023. Okay? And I started off paying Drew $3,000 a month.
That's pretty good.
$3K a month when he first started working for
That's
me.
pretty good.
Then 2024 came. I gave him a little upgrade, 5K a month.
Oh.
Okay? So he worked his way up.
Would you guys have worked as Lazy's cameraman for like 3K?
He started low, 4K at 3K, worked his way up. Eventually, it was 5K the next year because he started doing a little more. He started holding an actual camera. He started doing a little bit more on the production side. Then 2025 comes around.
Went up for like 2K within 1 year. That's freaking good.
And not only is Drew just doing camera work for me, now he's doing production as well. He's setting up streams, setting up this, setting up that. So I upped it to 7K.
But that honestly, that makes sense because the more you can take off the shoulders for the streamer, the more he's going to appreciate you because he already have a lot of things on his
2026 came around. Now
on the shoulders, like
my cameraman, production, and assistant. So now his base salary is 10K a month.
Ooh,
so
okay, that's good.
At 10K.
That is pretty good.
He also gets 30% of my Snapchat, which is a solid 3 to 5K a month.
Ooh.
Also, can stream in his own time, which gives him another solid 3 to 5K a month.
Oh, sheesh.
He will get an occasional, sponsorship or brand deal because,
damn.
Where he'll make another 2 to 5K, whatever it is.
Bro, Drew is probably making around like 17 to 18 to 20K a month now.
So Drew started at 4K a month, and now he worked his way up over the last 3 years, learning how to work a camera, learning how to be production, learning how to be.
Bro, I'm not even joking. Like,
now he's making 25K a month.
Working for a streamer is literally like the best thing you can do because as long as they are expanding and staying consistent, you're gonna reap the rewards as well. Don't hate on streamers. Show them love. Like this is what you can get when you're showing love to creators and streamers trying to make it.
You don't just start at 20K a month, cameraman. That's not how that works, bro.
Exactly. Nah. Don't downplay Spider-Man. Do not downplay Spider-Man. It literally just came out. Do not downplay it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Ha! The only reason you like these movies is because of nostalgia. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is objectively better. Face the truth, old man.
You know the truth? The truth is, the effects were better for their time then than the effects are for their time now. Spider-Man.
Back in the day, you saying that the face was better without like AI and all of that? Nah.
It's bullshit. It's lame. Tom Holland's man is shit. Friendly neighborhood.
What?
Ha!
He's shitting on him like on live stream?
Tom Holland's Spider-Man is objectively better. Face the truth,
Man.
old man.
Damn, 7K is wild. 7K ain't that wild, like honestly. Because the thing is, he's been working the last 3 years and he's working for a streamer, so he never knows if he can pay. If he's like a stupid large one, he can always pay because he always got things that he has monetized, like Snapchat, X, the streams, the content, all of that. So he got like people on a freaking payroll. But the thing is, he went from 5K, no, 3K in 2023 to 5K in 2024 to like, I think it was 7 or 10K or something. And then he started to do more duties for lazy, like taking care of the production, taking care of the stream, probably taking care of some of the content. You know, the more that you help the streamer out, the more he's willing to like give you, because he wanna grow and he wants like shit off his shoulders because he's already doing so freaking much like the entire time, and the only thing he wanna focus on is like streaming, because that is literally what he want to do. But you gotta see like behind the curtains, there is so much more that has to be done. You have to post, you have to come up with ideas, you have to like freaking execute ideas, you have to collaborate, you have to find people to collaborate with, you gotta network. There is so much. You guys get what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Exactly. Bro, don't downplay. Freaking what's his name? Spider-Man. Like that. Oh no, I know why all of this is coming. It actually makes sense. It actually makes sense because they're trying to they're trying to market the new Spider-Man in like a controversial way. You know what I mean? That's why we're seeing all these clips of like Spider-Man and everybody talking about Spider-Man. You know what I mean? It's because they're trying to market it.
Um, but yeah, it's a glorious bruise. But I woke up this morning and I was super nostalgic. I'm thinking about the past. So I decided to sit down and watch Spider-Man: Homecoming just to kind of be in.
To be honest, I've never catched the phrase like nostalgia or nostalgic. Like, bro, what does it even mean? Does it mean that you're thinking about the past? Does it mean that you're trying to figure? I don't get it, bro.
But I was watching the film, and this shot that we did, that I'll show you now, is hands down the coolest shot I've ever done in my life. For like loads of reasons. One, it was unbelievably uncomfortable.
There is no way Tom is actually watching his own movies. No. I listen. I talk to actors. They do not watch their own movies because they have. It's kind of like making food. You never enjoy eating the food as much when you make it yourself. You know what I mean? When you're in a movie, you don't enjoy it as much because you have already done so freaking much throughout the movie. You kind of knows what is gonna happen and all of that, and you like executed the entire movie.
It took like months of prep to try and figure out how the wire system would work. 3, it's all in one shot. 4, what else? Camera operator had to be on point. Jacob had to drop the thing.
You know what I mean?
It was just, there was so much going on. So I'm going to show you Instagram live, and I think I would get shut down by Instagram. But yeah, it is.
Oh, that was the clip. That was the clip. That's a pretty nice house set up. Looks like she got a kid too. Bro, there is no way that is looking like that. Nah. Bro, that's a crazy physique. Like, no freaking joke. All jokes aside, freaking good for you, bro. This has to be like back in days when he was hitting gym like crazy, right? Bro, I tried to search his name up and now I'm getting like freaking bone structure shit. Like this is what you get when you search for clavicular. You know what I mean? All right. All right. Ooh, take that, take that. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh no. No, 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 no. No. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? No! Wait. There is no. Oh. Bro, that is so nasty. No. Bro, he took his nutsack and ass just right in his face, bro. What? Oh, that is so nasty. Oh shit. Nah, I cannot take the quality up. It's shitty like this. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Like the physique can be real. Physique can be real. That's not what I'm talking about. He could be natty and just playing freaking along with the comments when they're saying like, oh, you're not natty, you're not natty. He can be natty and then just kind of cloud chase based upon the physique he has, because the physique is crazy. Physique is crazy good. Like, all props to him. Like he should get back with physique. Yeah, I know, me too, me too. Be sad on a yacht, you're sad. If you're happy in jail, you're happy. Absolutely nothing matters of your state of mind. Right. You guys use we don't have any kind of starting screen. We just go live and that's it. Bro said bone structure like it's a menu item. You guys way too funny.
What speeds?
You guys are way too freaking funny.
Warrants, like, he said on warrants, like what? I don't know what he say.
Wait, what is he saying?
Walk.
What? Ray reveals that he got into a huge argument with Casanova after stop paying his 30K monthly allowance and blocked him on Instagram. Guys, it works for you. Wait, what?
Walk his family, bro. He said everybody. I forgot what he said. He said some shit though. He said some crazy shit. He a fucking thug. I gotta
There is no way this guy paid freaking 30K monthly allowance. Nah. Nah. Like, why? Because of content? He can make content by himself. Like he can get someone else to Bro, this is just clickbait. Like honestly, it's just freaking clickbait. Like no freaking joke. You see, like Spider-Man is all over the place. Spider-Man Brand New Day will pass 1 billion today. What? The second fastest film in history to pass the milestone. What? First fastest film. I don't care about the second. I care about the first one. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Nah. I like Tom Holland. Tom Holland. That's not the thing. I'm just saying. You could at least get like first fastest film. You know what I mean? And in chat, give me a sec. Yeah. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. Many will read, but few will reply. If God has helped you in your life, pray Amen. Bro, this is what I freaking need. Like, you just, at this point, you just freaking think God as an engagement style. Like, who does that? Who uses God in an engagement style? Like, give it a freaking break, man. Give it a freaking break. I see this all over my For You page. Put an amen. Oh, God wants you to say this. God wants you to do this. Bro, I don't want my neighbors to hear me, but don't do it again. Stop using him like that. Freaking weirdo. Yes. Are you guys still tweeting with 0 likes? Yes. Yes, I am. And I can show you guys. It's 0, trust me. See what I mean? You see what I mean? It's consistency, bro. This is gonna pay off eventually. Do you see a single one? No, you don't. Exactly. Because I know in the future it's gonna pay off. That's it. I mean, that had 2 likes, but it wasn't really that good. Yeah, let's be honest. So yes, we are. We are still tweeting with 0. You can have one Taylor Swift or oh, I don't I don't want any. I don't want any. Maybe I can get the Taylor Swift ticket and then I can sell it. Stop the 30K allowance. But I don't know if they blocked each other on freaking TikTok or Instagram, but ooh. He's never caught anyone speeding, but we still witness a few crashes. Honestly, if you look like this and you're police, you gotta cover up. You're too good looking. You know what I mean? I stopped even on my 40 pitch. You know what I mean? I was just scrolling by and they're like, ooh, ooh. Let's be honest. There's no way he's doing makeup, bro. This gotta be freaking just for clickbait. Nah, they did, bro. He's young, like that's the thing. He's young. He's getting influenced by so many parts, and then when he does shit like this, it's just this gotta be for the engagement. Like people are probably going crazy in comments on this one. Makeup Maxim is giga legit. Top 3 looks Maxes, but normies with Cope and guesters with Max. Bro, you're gonna look back at this and you're gonna be like, once everything has settled and the hype and all of that is over, you're gonna be like, what the frick did I just do? Bro, this guy posted it, got 464. He made a tweet about it, got 2 million. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I'm homeless in LA for streaming.
Tired of me.
What?
This is day 3 of being homeless in LA to pursue my street.
Yo, this one is such a good hook as well. He gotta be making like YouTube videos.
You can't stay here anymore. You gotta leave.
Eric is tired of me. After Eric kicked me out, I desperately need
My name is
to find a
Eirik.
new place to stay.
Eirik,
I'm
not
homeless
Eric.
in LA. I live in Sweden.
My name is Eirik, not Eric, bro.
Have a place for me to
Every
stay.
time,
I'm
bro.
homeless in LA. If I could sleep on anyone's couch, I don't have anywhere to stay. Can I sleep on your couch? Can I sleep with you? No, with you. Can I sleep with like? It almost seemed like my luck was over until I met this random stranger named Jordan. Do you have any place I could like sleep?
He was cute.
My mom would kill me if I had someone stay at my house. But I am sleeping over at my friend's house.
Nah,
She
bro.
called up her
This is
best
too
friend
long.
to ask.
Yes?
Yes.
They look like a good match. I'm gonna be
To her
honest.
friend's house. We talked
They
the
do.
entire drive there, and it felt like I had known her my entire life. But then we arrived.
What the fuck? There's a theater?
Me? I'm staying here. Later that night, I ran into some of my old classmates from SU.
Oh my god, Ripsy!
But Braden?
I met this girl 5 hours ago.
The reason I started this journey of being homeless in LA was to boost my streaming career. You know, take my streaming career to the next level. 3 days in, and I haven't reached where I want to be at yet. However, I've gained something I never expected. Some genuine friends.
This low-key a really good video. Like no joke, no joke. Let me check him out. Oh shit. No, GG, bro. That one video done. Good video though. Good freaking video. Like honestly, but shit. You wrote it wrong? Ah, there we go. There we go. He's doing good. I just started 11 days ago. That's why you got like the title, the date instead of like a title. Nah, that's good, bro. Move it. You mean like there? A later one. A later one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong. Wait, and a small one a strong. I, the Lord, will hasten it in His time. Stop overthinking, pray and leave it to God. He made a way for you last time, and He will make a way this time. Whatever you're worrying about, God has a plan. Put amen. Oh shit! Sorry. We was reading Bible, but I love the Bible. Good one. But you guys see this? Put a amen if you trust in His timing. You are using God. Listen, you're using God for engagement just like that. That annoys the shit out of me. Like honestly. Put a amen. Put a amen. I'm saying amen, bro. I'm not putting it in your freaking comment section, bro. Put a amen in his bump. You know what I mean? Ooh, baby. Yeah, but that's the thing. You just don't gotta put it in the freaking comments. You could just say it out loud. You know what I mean? How about funny?
No, давай, Варик.
Oh yeah, I got you.
No, давай.
Camera looks so freaking stupid when I'm doing this shit. Like, no freaking joke. Bro, honestly, we gotta find a freaking solution for this. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Bro, we cannot be watching I should speed after last thing that happened. You guys know what happened. You guys know what happened. I actually saw this. I saw this. He was mugging like live on freaking stream. This was mad funny. This was brutal, bro. This was freaking brutal.
Laughing, bro, because I'm looking. Every time I glance over at them, and they're just. We're both just sitting there, just staring at our cameras. It's like so stupid. Oh, fuck.
It looks a little bit stupid. You know what I mean?
The silence. Why are you laughing, bro? Because I'm looking. Every time I glance over at them, and they're just. Like we're both just sitting there, just staring at our cameras.
Bro, I still can't come into the freaking website. How my Amazon was stolen? Imagine being that freaking guy waiting there for so long, and then like finally the mail arrived and you pull up like this. Like, bro, what? Oh yeah, we could do that. There we go. There we go. Nah, it was just mad freaking funny.
You know I like Clav so much because Clav was like Aiden, like.
Everclear says anyone who enjoys the gym is a liar. Ah, bro. It is literally like therapy. It is literally like freaking therapy.
Anyone that tells you they enjoy the gym is a fucking liar. It's horrible. It's literally like the worst, most inconvenient thing. Like, it's like anyone that tells you that the gym is enjoyable and shit, they're a literal liar.
No.
He's right, bro. Like that shit does.
No. No.
You know I like Clav.
You actually enjoy it because it's like therapy. It like just having a fun freaking time. Is this like a new freaking podcast? Is it Spanish? No, it's freaking Spanish. I cannot understand a single thing. I don't understand a single thing they say. Not a single thing, bro. Yo. The thing is that we already seen like most of these clips, unless we actually getting something new. Scroll down, please, sir. Videos. This. In your mouth. Take it out of you. Look on your screen. Gym is therapy. Gym is literally like therapy. Like no joke. What's in your mouth? Take it out of you. Look on your screen on the left side. I'm not even lying. What's in your mouth? Take it out of you. Look on your screen on the left side. Didn't know you were live. What's in your mouth? The little clip of Jack and covering. Oh, they coming out with a new. The Spanish script got me lost. Me too. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Seems like they're pretty new. Old band. Ooh. Yeah, let me double check that. Let me double check that. Nah, we're good.
Hi, my name is Ronnie. I'm 23 years old. My type are athletes. I love going free diving in the ocean. I love snowboarding. I love going to the gym, working out.
It's
Just
mad
being
cute.
fit and being outdoors is what brings me
Like
joy.
Ashley.
I do indeed need a big boy. I am so ready. I'm so excited to see
Ooh. Imagine like that is how you run in with like pink sweatbands. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, he's wearing a Speedo.
No.
All
No.
right, well, hi guys. My name is Ronnie. I played softball at a
Why does he even zoom in on that?
So excited.
Bro, I'm stop watching the clip. I'm not watching the clip. Bro, the cameraman is like zooming in. It makes it weird. Yeah, it just makes it weird. I'm literally not gonna sit and watch that. Think it wasn't headbands, it was like knee bands, I think it's called. Something like that. Oh, I love these storyboard shit.
That kid, quiet, kept to myself, didn't really fit in. People thought I was weird. Some just ignored me, others tried to make my life a joke. There was this group, Josh, Nate, and
Wait, is he explaining us? Is this video made for us?
Olivia, the popular ones. They had this game, mess with the quiet kid. They'd steal
No, I wasn't quiet.
One day they printed out fake screenshots of me saying crazy stuff online and taped them all over school. I got pulled into the office again. My parents were furious, but I couldn't even prove it wasn't me. That's when I snapped. Not in an angry, throw a chair way, no. I went quiet on purpose. Because what they didn't know is that I'm not just the quiet kid. I'm also the anonymous guy behind a student-run account called The Loop, the one that leaks drama, catches cheaters, and low-key terrifies the whole school. No one knew it was me. Not even my friends. Until now, I started digging. And oh boy, what I found on Josh and his little crew.
Ooh, he did his research, huh? He did his research. Smart guy, smart guy.
As innocent as they looked. Josh had been skipping class using a fake note template. Nate was caught cheating on 3 different exams. And Olivia? She had an entire Finsta where she made fun of her own friends. I scheduled the drop on a Friday. 7:45 a.m.
He's savage, bro.
Start blowing up.
He's freaking savage.
Videos, receipts, all of it perfectly timed. No one could trace it. By lunch, the group had turned on each other. Olivia was crying. Josh got suspended. Nate, gone. And me? I was just eating my sandwich like nothing happened. People started being a little nicer after that. Some even said, hey, you're kinda cool. I'm not a hero. I'm not a villain. I'm just the quiet kid who finally spoke up, in my own way. I was always that kid.
Oh, that was a freaking good freaking, what's it called, like story time shit. Let's see if we find some more of these.
Hey, we need to break up.
What? Why? Did something happen? Did I do something wrong?
No, my love. You're perfect. perfect. It's me.
You're the perfect one. Please tell me what's going on, Lemon.
My heart is in no condition to love right now.
What does that even mean? Lemon.
Bro, I'm not even joking. Like these things are so addicting. Like it's so freaking funny to watch, you know?
Making sense. Do you not love me anymore?
Riz App said you should reply. I love you more than you could ever imagine. If you
Wow.
could ever imagine, which is why I have to break up with you.
No. If you loved me, you would tell me what's going on.
Do you remember the first time we met, how I got my nickname?
Don't switch the subject. This is serious.
Your mom caught me stealing from the lemon.
Imagine if this things actually works and you're actually just chatting with a freaking AI.
tree by your driveway.
Calling it like lemon and shit.
And you let me keep the lemons, and
Then you baked a lemon pie for me and my mom to share.
you remembered the pie.
How could I forget it? It was horrible. It gave me food poisoning.
It was my first time baking. I didn't know how else to make it up to your mom.
Lemon, I love you so much.
I love you more and more. Please, don't contact me again.
Why, Lemon? Lemon? I'm using
Ooh.
my burner phone. You weren't at school today?
I thought I told you not to contact me.
I refuse to let you go. At least not without a proper explanation.
Will you promise me?
Bro, I'm so hooked. Like I'm so freaking hooked.
Take me out of your heart. Will you promise to me that when you get married, imagine me there in the audience cheering for you with
I'm invested right now.
know that the groom can't be me?
What?
Will you promise to regularly contact my number, even with both of your phones blocked? Update me about your life, even if the texts don't go through? At least I'll have some hope that you didn't forget about me. Will you promise to take my heart and claim it as your own?
Lemon, what are you saying right now? You're scaring me.
I love you more than anything. I'll love you forever.
Wait,
Lemon,
what?
stop this. Lemon? I still love you, Lemon. I saw your best friend crying alone on the steps today. Did you guys fight?
Hello, is this Isabella?
Lemon?
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
2 weeks ago. You were the last person he texted. I thought you deserved to know.
Ooh.
CAD stands for coronary heart disease. It's a heart failure.
It can't be. You're lying. Stop lying.
Nah, dude, this is not me.
Prank?
Sweetie, I'm so sorry. We are devastated. I'll forward you the details for the funeral.
Hey, Lemon. I met someone. He proposed to me today. I said yes. I'm sorry. We got married today. You were there in the audience. You were crying, maybe because it wasn't you up there with me. I'm sorry you had to see that. Hey again, Lemon. I got some bad news today. I was diagnosed with heart cancer. Maybe our hearts are linked after all. They found it late. The doctor told me I have 2 weeks to live. I picked up some lemons.
Bro,
from my mom's house. Forgive me for not
I'm
being
so
there
invested.
Forgive me for my lack of life updates, but I hope I can make it up to you with a homemade baked lemon pie. Just
There
as
is
you
no way
remember
after 7 years she's still updating him.
forever.
Hey, we need to break up.
What? Why?
This one honestly, it gave me chills. It gave me chills.
How rich can someone really be? My wife is loaded, like seriously rich. People call her.
Wait. Yeah, give me 1 second, Rina. Oh. Ah. Back, boys.
Queen of Cloudridge because she owns almost half the city. We've been married 5 years, and here's the thing. Every time she goes to see her first love, she gives me a property. Just hands it over. By the time I've got 99 homes in my name, something shifts. I stop crying, stop begging her to stay. I just pick out the nicest mansion in Cloudridge, grab the paperwork, and wait for her to sign. She signs it. For the first time ever.
Wait. Did we miss the start? This is like 8 minutes and 29 seconds. Are we gonna watch it all the way through? Bro, the CHD part got me. Yeah, no. That was just way too deep. That was just way too deep.
Her voice is gentle. When I get back, let's go see the fireworks together. I tuck the papers away and just nod, but I never tell her what she actually signed. It wasn't a property deed. It was our divorce papers. The TV in the office was showing some story about Cedric Gardner coming
But wait, wouldn't she have like read through the paper to see what it really is?
town. Tiffany's eyes were glued to the screen the whole time, even when she took the property transfer from me and signed it without even looking. Parning's Manor, out in the west suburbs, one of the most exclusive properties in Cloudridge. You can't even buy it if you have the money, but to her, it was worthless. Just like me, when the news ended, Tiffany looked happy.
That's what I mean. Like honestly, she would have known. She would have known.
In her fingers after signing and handed the deed back. I must have given you over 60 properties by now, right? You're basically a mini real estate mogul, she joked. She was thrilled, but it had nothing to do with me. She was excited because her first love was coming home. I just stood there and nodded. The man
Lemon got absolutely wrecked. Yo, Iris. Come on. You cannot do Lemon like that. She was putting so much effort into texting him, showing him love, like all of that. And you just come in here and saying that Lemon get absolutely wrecked. That's crazy.
The west suburbs has an ocean view. I really like it.
Nah, that's
She was chasing
crazy.
me. I turned her down 99 times. She never gave up. On her 100th
You got 99 problems, but this bitch ain't one.
try, we got married. Love didn't
Anyways,
It died the day Cedric came back to Cloudridge, which also happened to be our first anniversary. I'd been sitting there with the candlelit dinner she'd made, waiting for her to come home. What showed up instead was a property deed and a quick apology. I'm sorry, Matthew. I missed our anniversary. Forgive me? I ignored the cologne on her clothes, some scent I didn't recognize, and told her I forgave her. It was the first time. I told myself I'd forgive her 99 more times to make it even. Then came the second time, the third, the fourth. For 5 years, she kept leaving me for Cedric. Eventually, she stopped explaining. She'd just hand me a property deed before going to see him. From 1 to 99, I forgave her every single time. This was number 100, but after this one, I wouldn't have to forgive her anymore. That thought made me smile. I looked at her calmly, no emotion weighing me down. She froze for a second, then looked away. Right then, I saw something different in her face, like she was reluctant. After a pause, she said quietly, "When I get back, I'll take you to see the fireworks." In the past...
bro, no. I got so freaking lost in the sauce. It was actually insane. This is gonna be the one with like a full entire story.
I pretended to be paralyzed.
Then to be paralyzed for 4 months to trying to catch my wife, trying to
murder me. Every
wait, what?
billionaire asks themselves the same thing. Would she still love me if I had nothing? So when me and my wife
No.
got into a car accident, I knew exactly what to do.
Unless she's been there since the freaking beginning, of course she's not gonna love you. You don't have any kind of money. If she comes in when you got money, you haven't been there through the freaking days when you didn't have nothing, when you were poor, when you were grinding, when you were doing all that shit. Of course she's not gonna be there when you don't got money. Like, come on,
I texted my assistant
work out.
from the ambulance. Code Silver. She knew what that meant. By the time we reached my private hospital wing, she'd assembled the team. 50 paid actors were ready to help me pretend I was a vegetable. The head of neurology cost $2 million and sold the diagnosis perfectly. Every nurse signed NDAS worth their mortgages. The doctor announced complete paralysis, and Elena's tears broke my heart. She was an angel. She'd fluff my pillows, stroke my hair, and whisper loving words. But the second we were alone, her face went cold. Vegetables shouldn't take this long to die, she'd mutter, then practice her concerned face in the mirror. She called her ex-dean while standing over me. The accident worked perfectly. Prenups void for disability. She'd take
Bro,
buying selfies.
he's talking too fast. He's talking too fast, and oh shit, this entire clip is 54 minutes.
Checking.
Full story. Yeah, we are not gonna see through that. This is a part one.
Missing 30 years ago. I just found him in my basement. When someone you love just disappears, it messes with your entire life. For me, it was my 13-year-old brother David. I loved my older brother so much. We were living in a small farm town in the Pennsylvania countryside. At that time, we were living in one of the oldest houses in town. Our house was built sometime in the late 1700s. On the night he went missing, I remember my parents weren't home that night.
You know, it's just something oddly satisfying when they're going inside Minecraft and doing this kind of parkour. It's just the perfect kind of thing to do when you're trying to tell a story, to keep like the tension fun, as well as using Subway Surfers. I see so many people using Subway Surfers.
Whatever reason, but back in the 80s, it was considered okay to leave your kids home alone. Me and my brother were both sitting on the floor in the living room, listening to the radio broadcast. My brother asked me to fill him a glass of Hawaiian punch. After I went to the kitchen and poured him a glass, he had completely vanished from the living room. I remember that exact moment as clear as day. I thought he was playing a trick on me. I played along, but when I searched every room in that damn house, not a hair was out of place. He couldn't have gone outside because I was by the front door the whole time, and the windows were sealed shut since by the previous owner. The basement door in the living room was wide.
Am I the only one that zoomed completely out and got no idea what the frick he's talking about?
Wide open, the only place he could have gone. When I left to fill up his drink, it was shut. I was horrified of the basement as a kid because there's no electricity down there, and it literally looked like a dungeon. I yelled his name from the top of the stairs countless times, but he never answered. Even though I was 11, that basement still scared me. I remember that night, sobbing uncontrollably, and when my parents finally pulled into the driveway the next morning, I was still in tears when I told them about David. Mom and Dad checked the whole house. I then told Dad about how the basement door was wide open, and when he walked down into the basement, I remember sitting on the couch next to the basement door, hoping...
Bro, I'm totally like zoomed out.
My dad would walk back up with David. But when Dad walked up those stairs, his face had gone completely pale. In his hands were my brother's clothes from the night before. I can't describe how horrified I was. He dropped them onto the ground and walked upstairs to where Mom was. I then got on the ground and crawled toward the clothes. Exactly what my brother was wearing before he disappeared. I sorted through them. Everything he wore that night, shirt, pants, underwear, socks. Everything stripped from him. I could hear my parents' voices from upstairs. My mother then came sprinting down the stairs and got on the phone with the police. My dad ran outside and into the field. When the police finally arrived, the entire police team thought he must have gone outside and got lost in the nearby forest, but I knew for a fact he was in that house. The police officers spent weeks.
I zoomed out. If you guys want to see this, like, you guys can continue watching. Just let me give me some time so I can pew pew. 20 seconds.
Kidnapping. I knew it was something to do with that basement, but I could never get myself to go down there. After his disappearance, life continued for our family. We turned David's bedroom into a guest bedroom. I hated how my parents did that. It felt like they were trying to move on. I was unable to. Losing David was a huge damper over my entire family. Something that would hang over our heads our entire lives. Mom's way of coping with the grief was just erasing all memory of him. I hated her guts for that. Every time I looked at that basement door growing up, I could feel something behind it. I remember one day when I was 16, I was putting DVDs away in the living room. I was sitting a few feet away from that door and I smelt something familiar. The smell was seeping through the cracks of the door. It was what my brother smelt like. I got up and nearly ripped that door off the hinges. I ran downstairs into the darkness. The entire room smelt like David's old bedroom. It was pitch black, but I knew he was in there. I started screaming his name. I screamed his name for hours until Dad finally came down. Dad couldn't smell it. He thought I was insane. I remember I couldn't talk for weeks after that. Nowadays, the 30-year anniversary of David's disappearance is rolling around. I can say it's been a long 30 years without him. I'm now living alone, an hour or so away from my childhood town. I had to get out of there as soon as possible. When I turned 18, I started looking toward apartments in town, and by my 20th birthday, I was out the door. My parents continued to live in that house. My mom developed stage 3 breast cancer about 3 years ago and was forced into a group home closer to the hospital. My father was given the option to move with her and sell the home, but he decided to stay there and continue farming.
Minecraft hardcore telling a story is such a vibe. I don't think it's Minecraft hardcore, but it's just him like hardcore.
And insisted that I moved back into that house.
Holy, the clothes part. Oh yeah, when he took the freaking clothes and then he weared them or something, and then the family came home.
House on top of my own taxes. I then allowed tenants to move in. They were a young couple, late 20s. Of course, my stubborn old man was angry with me for letting a desperate couple live in the vacant house. They've been living in that house for almost a year now, and they called me up last week complaining about a decaying smell coming from the basement. By that time, I had learned to adapt from David's death. I told them I'd check it out the next morning. That was the biggest mistake of my life. My brother went missing 30 years
Yo,
ago.
you're not gonna tell us what happened? Oh, the ending is crazy. What kind of ending is this, bro?
They called me up last week complaining about a decaying smell coming from the basement. By that time, I had learned to adapt from David's death.
Did
I
he?
told them I'd check it out the next morning. That was the biggest mistake of my life. My brother went missing 30.
Good story, bro. Good freaking story, bro. Stripping everything down is insane. I know. He stripped literally like everyone freaking down. Or that is what he said. You never know. You never know. Alright, listen. We're gonna go into speed strategy for blowing up on YouTube. 3.4 million a month. Let's get into it.
But after studying years of his uploads, I found a repeatable system hiding underneath almost everything he does. And that's important because building an audience through live streaming...
It is literally like number freaking 1 now, so you gotta do something crazy to get there. Like he's up there with like Mr. Beast and shit.
Has never been harder. With millions of creators competing for the same viewers, simply going live is no longer enough to grow. I spent thousands of hours breaking down channels into practical strategies, and after analyzing more than 100 hours of Speed's content, here's the framework that gained him 622
Wait, how many did you say?
And after analyzing more than 100 hours of Speed's content, here's the framework that gained him 622 million views last month. Since mid-2022, Speed's content...
This guy really did his freaking homework if he did 100 hours just watching his videos back and forth.
Has followed a simple 3-step formula. and it all starts with step 1, breaking the invisible ceiling. You see, every single piece of content published on YouTube has an invisible ceiling. There's a maximum amount of views a video can reach, and it's determined before it's ever even published. We can see this invisible ceiling and how Speed broke through it by comparing his content in the first month of 2022 to what he was making in the last month of 2022.
Oh,
the most
yeah, yeah.
obvious difference is the average view count, but when you look closer, the uploads actually follow 2 completely different strategies. In January of 2022, all of his videos were improvised desktop streams. Using a just chatting or gaming format, it's just Speed on his computer in his bedroom with no set content plans. The majority of these streams feature Speed
I think that when he started doing like IRL and started to move to different kind of countries, he kind of blew up like crazy because he had already made like a huge audience, And the thing is, like, you can go out there, you can do IRL content, but if you don't have a community or like a foundation, it doesn't help you in the long term. You gotta make the community so that you can get the most out of it, like clip wise and like action in the chat, people hyping you up. Like, you shouldn't go IRL and doing all the crazy shit if you don't really have a foundation or like a community, right? You can do all of that like later on. So it makes sense that he started with like just chatting and then moved on to
interacting with
IRL.
his audience and playing popular video games like Fortnite and Five Nights at Freddy's, while occasionally going on Discord and Omegle. The content is positioned well, playing video games with high TAMs. That is the total addressable market, which you can think of as the maximum size of the potential audience that would be interested in a specific topic. So he has the potential to reach a lot of people. But in order to be successful making content with a high TAM, it needs to be something that aligns with you as a person and be something you can stand out in. The reason video game content isn't scalable for Speed is due to the fact that he's pretty average at video games. Having it as his main source of content as someone whose personality initially drove his increased views and subscribers limited him as a creator.
He was just mad funny, and most of all, if people are coming there for just the content and just the game that you're playing, that you are like super good in a game, it's gonna be super hard because the only thing you can play is the game. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta show your personality so that you can hook the viewers and the community so they come back because of your community. Then you can play whatever you want to play because the community is there for you, not the game.
So what exactly did he do to go from having 3 million subscribers at the start of 2022 to 15 million at the end of it? On YouTube, you can break viewership up into 3 sections: core, casual, and new viewers. These spontaneous desktop streams
Oh, I remember that shit.
And some casual. And in January, that was the only content he was releasing. The reasons his content is alienating new viewers is due to the language he uses in the titles of his lives, which are lazy and really only understood by returning viewers. A large reason for this is because it's impossible to effectively title your live streams when you don't know what you're going to be doing in them. When we look at the December uploads, however, we see more of a balance. 8 of the 20 videos were IRL streams, and 6 of them were something we consider growth videos.
Wait, how many did they get? He got 20 million on this one, but that was the World Cup final. And then 1.9, Ronaldo is in the game. IRL World Cup, 8.6. Oh yeah, he did extremely well.
These videos are focused on a subject, not just his personality, and they're meant to bring in new viewers. And what subject did he choose?
Let's play football.
Because that is what you know I should Speed for. It is like the high freaking energy, doing backflips out of the blue, Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui, like all of that. You gotta play on it.
Speed made one of the smartest decisions of his career, and that was to rebrand as the guy that loves football and is obsessed with Ronaldo. But it's not just as simple as that. There are a few things that contribute to how he was able to obliterate the view ceiling he had at the start of 2022. The most obvious being the new addressable market that he's now tapped into. He went from the TAMs of the video games he was playing to the TAMs of the biggest superstar in the world with 670 million followers on Instagram.
And the thing is, like, Cristiano Ronaldo, he already got a massive audience. So when he's trying to link up with Cristiano, like, his fans is gonna acknowledge that. And if he has 675 million followers and everybody knows what football is, and football has such a large audience, bro, it's a W growth strategy.
in the biggest sport with an estimated 3.5 billion fans worldwide. Now, the less obvious thing he did was how he shaped his content. In December of 2022, he had 4 outlier videos tied to the World Cup. Learning from those videos, he developed repeatable formats that have since been responsible for 7 of his 10 biggest live streams. It's essentially a cheat code. With his brand so closely tied to football, all he has to do is show up for a major football event and it's viral content. That's the power of a large total addressable market. For him to reach these large numbers, only a small percentage of football fans need to be interested. The content doesn't need to appeal to everyone. It just needs to resonate with a fraction of a massive audience. But replicating Speed's success isn't as simple as just starting to make football content.
I don't think anybody can really like replicate Speed like that. The amount and the freaking energy that this guy been putting into all the content is just top notch. Like people can try. I just don't think people are gonna do it to the same degree or like nowhere close to how he was doing it.
Creators have tried and failed or only achieved a small fraction of what Speed has. And
Yeah.
a large reason for that is due to the second part of his formula, the momentum arc. It's Speed's solution to the live stream paradox, which is something that limits a lot of creators. So what is the live stream paradox? You see, live streams are a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, they're great for building an audience because the creator can directly interact with viewers and build connections like no other form of content can. But on the other hand, live streams have a massive problem. They're not evergreen, searchable assets that the algorithm can promote 24/7 like normal long-form videos. They heavily require an immediate spike in real-time metrics for YouTube to promote them to larger audiences on the browse page. This makes it a lot harder for streaming content to attract new viewers. Most streamers try to...
And especially like with all the streamers that are nowadays and all the clips that are being like pushed out to all the social medias and everybody trying to make it as a streamer, everybody coming up and what some streamers are doing. You know what I mean.
Solve this in the same way. They make a massive amount of short form content, whether it's from clipping the most entertaining moments from their live streams or creating dedicated short form videos. They simply need to use other mediums to grow their audience. Speed of course does this, but there's something else he's figured out to solve the live stream paradox. Take a look.
What is that?
Ronaldo, bro. Okay, first of all, I came here to see Ronaldo. Where's Ronaldo at, bro? Where's Ronaldo at?
What Speed has done is steal a mechanism from your favorite TV shows. He doesn't think of content in terms of individual videos. He thinks in terms of story arcs and sagas. Every stream, clip, collaboration, challenge, or world tour becomes part of a larger narrative that fans can follow over months or even years. This is important because audiences feel far more invested when it feels like they're watching a journey rather than just isolated pieces of content. You see the stories start to unfold in short form, so you turn into the live stream to catch what you hope will be the finale. The perfect example of this is Speed's Ronaldo saga. These are 4 examples of streams where Speed thought he was going to meet Ronaldo. These streams could be viewed as failures, but in fact, they're the exact opposite when you look at the numbers.
Oh, it's like stepping stones. He made him like stepping stones to like actually meet Ronaldo. So it was, even though he didn't meet him, it's like W storyline because it's like failure, but then eventually he's gonna succeed and meet up with him and then make content, and people, the community is gonna see that.
Each failed attempt helped to attract a wider audience and built more anticipation around the moment that he would finally get to meet him. But there's more to it than just that. Take
Bro,
a look
this
at
guy
what
is
his
smart.
hype and anticipation results in.
Biggest fan, I show Speed.
He gets coverage from other creators and even traditional media like Sky Sports talking about him. This helps him reach even further and gain the attention of new audiences. And when he finally met Ronaldo, this live stream and the clipped YouTube video created for him have over 47 million combined views. In total, he got over 120 million views on his main channel alone for spending 8 months trying to meet Ronaldo versus the 3.1 million views he would have gotten if he had just met him on the first attempt. He uses the exact same strategy with his Visit Every Country saga. saga, but there's an important difference in the execution. Instead of visiting all 195 countries back to back, he again breaks the journey into arcs to create a degree of difficulty. He knows he's the hero of the story, and it's hard to cheer for the hero if everything comes too easily. Each tour gets its own build-up, promotion, highlights, challenges, local celebrities, cultural experiences, and memorable moments, all building hype and anticipation around the countries he's visiting. But the next part of Speed's formula has the biggest impact of all. It's something Speed does better than almost anyone else, and that's engagement farming. Now, if you've made it this far in this video, I want to give you a reward. I will send $100 to someone who subscribes, likes, and comments on this video in the next 4 weeks.
You see, that's a technique to actually get people to subscribe and like the content, comment, because he's gonna make that money back.
Unlike most creators, Speed didn't initially build his audience around a
Good job, bro.
specific challenge format, game, or niche. He built it around himself. His viewers weren't just watching content, they were spending time with Speed. Over thousands of hours of live streaming, he created a relationship that felt far more personal, more like a friend than a traditional YouTube audience. This is one of the biggest advantages of streaming. The audience isn't watching from a distance, they're participating. And Speed developed ways to tap into this like few others. He constantly interacts with the chat, responds to jokes, embraces community memes, and makes viewers feel like they can influence what happens next. One of the best examples came in March 2022, when he gained over 350,000 subscribers in a single night.
5 milli right here, bro. 5 milli right here, dog. Here you go.
Bro, he's such a smart guy. I don't even know if he does it on purpose or if it's like some of the things that he does gotta be on freaking purpose. But what I'm trying to say is that, bro, it seems like it's so much strategy behind it, even though it might not be. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
At first glance, it looked chaotic. Viewers were subscribing, unsubscribing, and constantly trying to provoke a reaction. But that's exactly why it worked. Speed understood something most creators don't. The moment viewers realize they can influence what's happening on screen, they get far more invested. Every reaction from Speed encouraged another reaction from the audience. But unlike creators who force interaction through obvious tactics, Speed made it feel natural and entertaining. The result of this is an audience that feels
Holy
noticed and instantly turns them
sheesh.
into core viewers. This is the strategy at the heart of his success. And with the other two parts of his
I think it's because he's been on camera so freaking much. Like he can just be authentic on the camera. He doesn't have to act. He doesn't have to do something like crazy on the camera.
Turned him into a global brand with some pretty unbelievable revenue numbers. We've actually been able to piece together his earnings based off of data and things he's revealed in interviews. But for the numbers to make sense, you first need to understand how Speed structures his content ecosystem. He knows that his audience will follow him anywhere. So he built a system that doesn't rely on a single channel. He built a network of channels that repackage the same moments into different formats. A live stream
that's
can become
smart.
dozens of clips, highlights, shorts, and edited videos across 4 different channels. Every big moment generates multiple opportunities for views.
I'm wondering if that is like people that is like working for him, or if it's like he got someone behind the scenes like doing all of that shit, because that takes time. That takes time.
Revenue, memberships, donations, and future subscribers. And this is what it results in. In a month where Speed is more active, he generates around $905,000 from AdSense across all 4 of his channels. Then if we look at Super Chat and membership earnings, he's reported to make between $20,000 and $30,000 per stream.
Nah. Listen. Listen. He's making way more if he's getting that much views on monetization. Like for sure, I just saw Penguin, how much he was making from having 10k viewers, and how much he made from a VOD. He was making like 20 to 80k for a VOD. You gotta be way more than this.
Per stream. So using the lower side of that with 14 streams over 28 days, that equals another $280,000 in revenue. So in an active month, he's earning almost $1.2 million from YouTube alone. But that is the smallest fraction of Speed's revenue. The much larger portion is from brand deals. One of the smartest things Speed has done is position his personal brand around football and athletic competition. He turned his unfair advantage, his athletic ability, into content and used it to break into sports communities all over the world. Whether it was playing Aussie rules football on
The thing is also that he started out with gaming, reacting, just chatting, like desktop streaming, and then he moved into like football, IRL, traveling, and what else? Athletes. So now he kind of got a big chunk of the market, of the entire market.
Australia, wrestling in Senegal, or competing in strength challenges against elite athletes. He was constantly putting himself into unfamiliar sports and proving he could hold his own. The result is that every collaboration introduced him to a new audience. This also had a second order effect. The more sports content he made, the more people began associating the Speed brand with athleticism. But brands don't just want reach, they want audiences that are invested. Because Speed's community is so engaged, companies know their message is reaching fans who care about what he says and does. And nothing demonstrates this more than his world tours. Just like a musician selling out venues, Speed's tours showcase the strength of his fan base in a way
That's true. Like being a streamer is kind of the same as being a freaking artist nowadays, because he's traveling worldwide and he's not selling tickets for his concert, but he's actually having people watching him in real time, and he's making crazy amount of money on it. So artists and streamers, it's not that big of a difference.
view counts never could. That's why we've seen partnerships with companies such as FIFA, Prime Hydration, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expedia, Beats, Cash App, WWE, and many other major brands. But how much revenue does it actually translate into? Speed stated in an interview in December 2024 that brand deals accounted for 60% of his earnings, while AdSense accounted for 40%.
Makes
in the
sense.
last year and a half since that interview, Speed's brand deals have clearly increased, while his AdSense has only slightly increased. So I'll go on the safe side and say his revenue split is now 65% sponsorships and 35% AdSense. Knowing his AdSense revenue is estimated at a little under $1.2
Bro,
million,
it's way more than that. It's way more than that.
calculate his sponsorship revenue to be approximately $2.2 million per month, bringing his monthly revenue to almost $3.4 million. Keep in mind that he makes even more money than this when you factor in merchandise sales, music royalties, and appearance fees, but we're unable to provide accurate numbers for these revenue streams.
And he probably
Speed has
got
cracked the code for
Snapchat, he
building a
probably
brand
got
in live
X,
streaming.
he probably
There's
got
another
like
creator that makes millions of dollars per month without even leaving his desk. This creator figured out how to
got
make
Twitch
a new
too.
format and leveraged it into $1.9 million per month. And you can learn all about how he did it in this video here. Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win $100. Check the description for more
Yo,
details. and I'll
amazing
see you
video. If you guys want to check it out, it's by Troy. I'm gonna leave the video down in the description. Check it out. Check it out. Thank you. Amazing video. Amazing video. Speed really turning sports into a brand thing. The thing is, he's doing is like he's gaining a massive amount of audience on the platforms, and then he's like monetizing on it. He's doing an amazing job. I'm not gonna lie. He's doing an amazing job. Yo, I gotta check something. It is something weird going on. Strength challenges versus elite athletes is insane. I know that I had like a playlist. Let me pull up my playlist.
For decades,
Wait, what is this? The only streamer that cares? The only streamer that cares? Pretty sure we care. I don't know if he's the only one. Yeah, we're gonna check it out. I got my water. All right, we're gonna be checking out the only streamer that cares. Let's get into it. Come on.
Part of any live stream is the chat. Every night,
Chad.
thousands of viewers pour into their favorite streamers' chat. Together, they decide what games
Chat.
get played, what videos get watched, and the streamers who keep them entertained get paid. It sounds pretty easy, right? Just give the chat what it wants. The problem is, chat never wants just one thing. There's thousands of people all asking for something different, and no matter what you do,
That's
someone's
true.
unhappy.
That is true.
The biggest streamers learn to follow the
Yo, Chad, what do you guys think? Should we run a poll on this one? What are you guys thinking?
majority and keep the party moving. Because stopping everything for one unhappy viewer is the cardinal sin of streaming. You don't leave 10,000 people hanging over a single
LWW.
But what happens when the needs of the one are a matter of life and death?
My girlfriend of 3 years took her own life in November of 2025. Losing my best friend and the person I love most in the world, I'm feeling like my life is no longer worth living, and I've been falling into a bad habit of drug addiction, leading me to on MDMA in December. I don't want to be here anymore.
This is Joe Bartolozzi, and he's one of the only...
I think that every single streamer has gotten a message like this, and honestly, you gotta take that serious. You gotta let them know that everything is gonna be alright. And bro, you literally gotta be like a motivational speaker. You know what I mean?
Streamers that stops everything when someone needs help.
If a chatter of mine is coming into my chat saying they're suicidal, I am first and foremost going to read their message.
But when you do this, when you make yourself the person people turn to at their lowest, you're also now the one who has to carry the weight of it. Because now you're surrounded by darkness.
Today I decided to end everything. Got a shotgun, can't find it in me to love myself.
Now you're giving away pieces of yourself to everyone around you.
People are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't.
Now it feels like the whole world is on your shoulders.
Now
It's gonna W, like he's such a nice guy, like helping the chat out and giving feedback and literally talking to people that needs someone to talk to. You know what I mean?
I'm going, if I stop posting, people are gonna start themselves.
That's a heavy weight to pick up, and we wanted to know why.
Who is Joe Bartolozzi, and why do you care so deeply about some of the things that you do? Which is maybe a little deep for 10:30 in the morning, but
no, it's all right.
Joe Bartolozzi was born on February 6th, 2002, and grew up in southern New Jersey. Joe wasn't the kid you have picked to become famous online. He was the small, quiet kid, the one getting picked last for everything.
I was kind of like the lanky kid that didn't really know how to control his body, so that's why I was picked last.
But by high school, things started turning around. He hit his growth
I see that one.
lifting and went from being the kid nobody picked to a legitimate athlete.
I freaking get it, bro.
19, Joe's a track athlete at a Catholic prep school in New Jersey, working part-time at a GNC, heading towards a completely normal life. And then a Chinese tech company bought a dying lip-syncing app.
TikTok is the latest app to capture the attention of teens and young adults across the world.
A Chinese company called ByteDance bought the relatively dead app Musical.ly.
Ah, I remember like back in these days. Damn. Bro, that was so freaking. I don't know if you guys remember all the content that was out on that. It was crazy.
And on August 2nd, 2018, TikTok officially hit the App Store.
They did a crazy rebrand.
TikTok was mostly just the same creators. So
I remember when you first when TikTok first came out, and you literally the algorithm or nothing had been set, so you could literally just post a video and get like 500,000 views, just like that. Just like that. Like being like first on the app after like rebranding would be crazy. I was like, damn, this is too easy. No, this is too easy. Yeah. Really taking like the advantage of it. Bro, that's funny. Yo, this is like back in days. Right now, it's just what you gotta do to get like followers on TikTok is you gotta go live and shit. You gotta do some crazy shit. Like the entire algorithm is so freaking, it's so splashed. You know what I mean? Like on IG as well. Nowadays, people don't follow; they just consume the content and then like keep going. You know, you can be getting like 2 million views and like 500 follows. The entire thing is just switched up.
But what do you think this does to a person?
It's not the same guys as like a Disney star, right? Because I was nowhere near that level. But it's just the idea of like, I was a teenager that's getting clout, and I think 99% of the time, that's bad.
And Joe was no exception. All of those views, all that attention that comes with internet fame, it went straight to his head.
I went from being a really insecure, it was like two polar opposites, right? And I had to find the medium. Like I used to be really insecure when I was in like middle school, early high school, to a point where like I started working out, I started doing this, and then it went like full flop to like narcissism. And so it was like an obsession with myself because of insecurity that then inflated my ego to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm awesome.
And you can see it in the content from that era. The captions, the attitude, the way that he carried himself.
So this is my proposal for any women out there that would like to participate in the holiday but don't have anybody to assist them. I'm here.
This is the version of Joe that Joe doesn't like.
That person in that facade I
What?
had to do to create that
Okay, that's
character
weird.
actually became me for a short period of time, and I hated it.
But as much as Joe hates this version of himself, he also kind of owes everything to him. Because that ego is what gave him the confidence and drive to start making bigger swings in his career. And when you're building yourself from the ground,
I think it's really a good way to go through so that you can develop your character down the line. Like you're not gonna be that person for such a long timeline, right? You're always gonna, if you're a smart human being, you're going to like develop a better kind of character with like more morals and shit eventually.
those two things can be the difference between success and failure. You see, everyone wants to start their own thing until they realize how much work starting actually takes. Building your website, setting up payments, all the boring stuff. And most people don't quit because the idea was bad. They quit because the setup got in the way. That's where WAP comes in. WAP lets you launch your entire online business from one place. Communities, digital. But now back to Joe and the business he was just starting to build. It started with diversifying his audience, because unlike YouTube or Twitch, your follower count is kind of empty on TikTok.
Oh, that's smart.
You can have 1 million followers on there and make no money.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Doesn't pay its creators
Like,
anymore.
bro, if you want to make cash on TT, you either gotta go live, and even that they're taking like 40 or 50% of what you're making. So if you're making $1,000, they're taking like 40% out of it, and then, or you gotta start like a TikTok shop. I don't know much about it, but I'm seeing a lot of people making money off it. But then you gotta be in different kind of countries, or you can like, I think you can make a little bit of money based upon like your content, but then you gotta be a US citizen. So it's kind of limited, and getting people from like TT to like IG or Snap or something like that is super hard. Like, you can have 1 million followers and still like struggle to get the conversion from TikTok. It's just crazy. And if you're trying to do it as well, they're gonna try to stop you. They're not gonna push your videos anymore. So you gotta watch out how you're doing it as well, because otherwise it's gonna affect like all of your content in the future.
Worthwhile.
Like I was probably
That's how we messed up.
10K a year. I was making less than minimum wage.
So in the summer of 2020, just before starting his freshman year of college, Joe announced his first ever Twitch stream.
I'm gonna start streaming video games on Twitch in a day or two.
He started moving viewers from TikTok to Twitch, where he'd stream games like Rocket League and Fall Guys.
Wait, did he actually make that?
The best moments
Make
from
it
his
happen?
streams and post them to YouTube. By fall of that year, Joe was juggling multiple TikTok uploads a day, streaming on Twitch, making YouTube content, all while managing his classwork in college.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm sorry. What just happened?
It was a lot.
Oh yeah, this is actually like back in the days as well. So probably very different from where we are now, where everybody's just posting clips from stream and trying to get like conversions from TikTok to like Twitch or Kick or YouTube or whatever.
Like, balancing streaming and college sucked, but it was so doable. And I hate when streamers say, oh, I really needed to drop out to pursue streaming. Like, get the out of here. I was growing and in college the entire time. Thank you for 3 million followers.
4 million followers!
By December, Joe had cleared 5 million followers on TikTok. And just a few months after his first stream, Joe was pulling in nearly 1,000 average viewers on Twitch.
Wait, what?
Like, I was so
Oh yeah,
upset
shit.
with performance.
Joe was constantly studying social media, trying to understand what made videos pop, what people responded to, and why so many videos failed. That confidence had turned into a full-blown obsession. But because of it, Joe was starting to not like the person he saw in the mirror.
I'm trying to map out where the ego kind of
Holy, yeah, this gotta be a different timeline, because nowadays that shit ain't happening. You gotta find a different kind of strategy if you want that to happen.
disappear versus, like, was there a low point, a moment where you're like, holy, I gotta change?
Yeah, I don't really, I don't think there was like an aha, right? It wasn't like a light switch flip. It was more over the span of like a 6-month period where I was like, I'm kind of being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Coupled with a variety of things. So I don't know if you can include this in the video. That's up to you. I tripped on mushrooms for the first time. That being a genuine changing factor in their life, because it's like, okay, cornball, like that's what made you, really have that light switch. But I think it was like, it was a part of it, like it removed the grooves of life that I have gotten into, and it made me reset to a point where I had to kind of look in myself. A lot of the people that I knew in philosophy classes as well were sharing ideas that, I may have heard but not resonated or understood fully. It was so much like, wow, I'm gonna die one day. I should kind of treat people in a way that's like, this is our only life. And I accredit my viewers a lot, because in that time, parasocial relationships built a little bit, which is bad. But at the same time, there were people coming to me for the first time going, I want to kill myself. You are chatting to your last streamer because you're ending it all? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
crazy.
whoa, 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 whoa. If there was a moment of, like, lock in, it was that. What happened? One of my subs just said he's gonna kill himself. Dude, do you need help? Because I was going, yeah, even though...
Such a nice dude for like stopping the entire stream to talk with that viewer. Like, it's literally a human being behind the screen, and you never know if they're joking around, but people usually don't joke around with that kind of stuff. But that is pausing everything to actually like put attention to that person just shows that he's being an honest, good freaking dude.
I'm 19, you know, there are people that actually look up to me in a way that's like, I need to be better at. Life is the best thing that will ever happen. No matter how bad it can get, life is amazing.
Now put yourself in that
Love is
shoe for a
amazing.
second. You're 19 years old. You started streaming to play video games, to have fun and make people laugh. And somebody you've never met just told you they're planning their own death. And out of everyone in their life, they picked you to tell.
I feel like no one cares and I want to end it all. I have a date planned, so you'll probably never see me again. I want to say you make me laugh a lot. I'm going to kill myself October 2nd. No one will remember me.
And this kept happening. Joe would go live, and sooner or later,
That
someone would show up
is
in a genuine
crazy,
crisis, typing their darkest thoughts into a Twitch.
Yo, what's up?
I'm gonna be a mood killer. I just want to say my family basically bullies me every day, and I can't get them to stop. I've been thinking about suicide a lot.
When Joe first started getting these messages from chatters, his initial response was the same as anyone with the hearts would be. He wanted to help. Both on stream and off of it, Joe took the time to talk with those viewers, getting to know them on a personal level and giving them real advice just like you would with a friend.
W man.
Mean the world to me. If you need help with something like that, I can try my best. So that's why I'm kind of chilling or pausing the stream for the last like 15 minutes to talk about this, because that's important.
But there's a harsh reality that all streamers have to learn eventually. Your viewers aren't your friends. They can't be.
I have had probably 20 people come to me about themselves, like on live. The first 2 times it's happened, I have tried to like help them, and then it just ended badly in terms of them getting parasocial towards me and then nonstop coming to me.
You see, the relationship between a streamer and a viewer is way more complicated than a normal friendship. When you spend hours watching someone through a screen, day after day, your brain starts doing something weird.
True, it's gonna make like a relationship, kind of like a friendship in a way, so that you feel like you're super close. But to be honest, at a different kind of level, you never know what type of person they are like off camera. Even though most people are like being authentic on the camera, it's never possible to be like 100% authentic, even though they're being as authentic as they can on camera, because every single time you turn on the camera, you gotta entertain, you gotta be funny, you gotta like keep the viewers entertained, you know what I mean?
Their sense of humor. You learn their opinions, their moods, what makes them laugh and what sets them off. You come to know them the way you'd know a friend, except they have no idea you even exist. This is what's called a parasocial relationship, and it can be a dangerous thing.
Now a scary home invasion as 3 masked intruders with guns grab a popular influencer by the hair demanding money.
3 guys came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then they had the gun pointed at me.
While most parasocial relationships don't reach this level,
Wait.
there's always a possibility that it can.
3 popular
Is this just a random clip you pulled in? Nah. Female. Ooh.
Twitch streamers face a terrifying encounter while live streaming along the Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, sheesh.
If the streamer leans too far one way,
Was
they can
that-
come across as
was that
uninterested
Emily?
and cold, but lean too far the other, and viewers can mistake an occasional reply for friendship.
Please stop following me. It's getting weird. It's getting strange. I don't know you, okay? So please leave me alone.
That's where things can take a turn for the worst, because now that attention can turn into expectation.
Oh yeah, because they usually think that they know the person, so in some people's brain it's gonna be like, oh, we are friends, we know each other, so they just keep on going, and you know what I mean, it could be twisted.
The expectation of a response to the next chat isn't met, it can feel less like being ignored by a streamer and more like a betrayal by someone that they thought they knew.
It's a weird parasocial relationship that forms, and you're not even aware that this person is forming that typically until they're like about to show up, or they do show up.
The gap is hard to manage, which is why most streamers keep a barrier up around the heavy personal stuff.
My sis is dead.
Right, let's try and keep it positive.
Please don't talk about suicide in my chat, please. This is something I just don't like to hear or talk about, you know?
And you can't really blame them. At the end of the day, streamers are supposed to entertain. At some point, there has to be a boundary between caring about the people watching and becoming responsible for everything that they bring into the chat.
They become too attached to you, where they see you as an actual friend that they have. So I feel like that is kind of a boundary that you have to set as a streamer, but it's hard to gauge where that line is.
Joe had every reason to draw that same boundary. He'd answered the heavy messages, taken conversations off stream, and learned what could happen when things become too parasocial.
The first 2 times I helped somebody with like issues, they just kept messaging me, and then they like got upset when I stopped messaging them. So it's more so of that issue.
But mental health meant too much to him.
I think that having a healthy as boundary is having a healthy boundary between the streamer and viewer and community is like super important, because you never know what runs through their mind, how long they've been watching, like what kind of relationship or friendship that they do think they have. But they're still being there, trying to be authentic, because they're literally like human beings at the end of the day. So you're trying to be nice and authentic to them, but sometimes you just gotta draw a single line and be like, yo, this is what's up.
Ignoring somebody who might not make it through the night was never a choice he could live with. After those early mistakes, Joe implemented 2 important factors that would eliminate those odd parasocial dynamics from coming into the picture. For starters, he removed any one-on-one interaction. All conversations with chatters were strictly held on stream from the Twitch chat.
I've prepared to go, tired of waiting for things to improve. You are my escape. Thank you, dude. If you're saying you're gonna kill yourself, don't. I know this was 10 minutes ago. I hope you're still here.
And second, but most importantly, he made the pivot from trying to be the help himself and became the middleman.
Fine if you're depressed and you want to come to me for advice, but when it comes to the gravity of seeking an expert is better than seeking Joe Bartolozzi, a Twitch streamer, TikToker. You know what I mean?
For those who came into the chat
no, that's true.
Help, Joe was there to give them a few encouraging words and push them in the right direction.
I've had not so good thoughts, if you know what I mean, and listening to your advice and others has helped me even during those hard times. If you ever have thoughts, reach out to somebody, genuinely. Go to a therapist, psychiatrist, talk to somebody that can help you. It's not the answer. Like, there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person. So that's why I try to do the charity streams for, like, you know, 988 or AFSP or
that's good, man.
Project. We're doing reactions today, and
he's watching out for people. He's literally trying to do the best thing that he can do without being like too involved to that level that it takes a hold of him and takes like I don't mean like takes its time. I mean more like takes him down, you know what I mean?
3x by
because at the end of the day, he's just doing his job. You know what I mean?
Chat for that goes to a good cause, saving lives.
And for a while, this worked pretty well. While it seems kind of small, Joe's brief but encouraging words were actually making a difference in people's lives.
I've been subbed for a year now, and I want to say thank you for helping me through this past year with having to deal with my grandpa's suicide and my own personal problems. You're definitely my favorite top streamer, and I hope you never stop.
But by the time Joe graduated college, things had started to change. His viewer count climbed to some of the highest in all of streaming, and managing the expectation of that many chatters is a totally different beast.
Like right now, I average 10K. Chat's horrible.
Yeah?
Like, yeah. I got a lot.
Oh yeah, you gotta be like shifted like massively when you reach those kind of heights, because you don't really have like community. You got the community, but like the thing is, you cannot really talk to the chat anymore, because the chat is going like crazy the entire freaking time.
I'm starting to get stressed the f*** out. I'm starting to get stressed the f*** out. I could tell this was going to happen at the start of stream when I got like 9 messages just unloaded onto me.
With this many viewers watching, Joe found himself caught between 2 groups that wanted completely different things from him. Because on one hand, some viewers felt that he wasn't doing enough to help.
I guess even my favorite streamer doesn't care about me. Lame comment. I have 5,000 people in my stream that are spamming right now. I'm also playing a video game. And then I don't respond to you and you pull this guilt trip here.
But on the other hand, there was a totally different group of viewers that were tired of the stream constantly stopping.
Jesus, dude, I like watching your streams, but when you go on rants like this, that's all you do all the time. That's annoying. Play the game. Do me a favor and never watch me again. Do me a favor and go f yourself.
No matter what Joe did, someone felt ignored, and the messages were starting to get more demanding. Early on, people
Bruh, it's just hard when you reach those heights, and especially like in the start, there's so much things you gotta freaking adapt to. He was doing a good job though. He was doing a good job. Like he tried to listen to the chat enough, but sometimes like the chat is just, yeah.
briefly mentioned that they were struggling, and Joe would offer a few words of encouragement. Now they wanted more.
Like every stream, it's been getting more and more and more and more like involved, where people are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't. I'm sorry.
But the hardest part was figuring out who genuinely needed help and who was only looking for attention.
How do you balance keeping everybody happy and then also sorting through people who are just doing it for attention?
I mean, that's the struggle. Because I'm a suicide prevention advocate, that is an avenue that a lot of people use to manipulate their way into being noticed or speaking to me on stream. And so, yeah, if there's 10 chats saying they're suicidal, 6 of them are fake.
It's just such a freaking weird thing to fake. Like you literally don't do that shit. You literally don't do that shit. Like imagine the position you're putting him in. Like even though you're looking at him like through a freaking screen, like this is a human being. Like don't be like those guys. Like if it's real and you need someone to talk to, you gotta go and talk to somebody, because it's just not right. It's not normal. Don't go in the chat and troll like that. That is not a troll. Like literally, you don't joke around. Like
because I do so much mental health advocacy, the amount of people that come into my chat and fake being suicidal is absurd. I had one chatter that came in and they say, "Hey, I'm the mother of so and so. He took his own life. That he took his life. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry. I hope you're all right. I'm sorry for the loss of your son." Ugh. Come to find out, they come back a month later and they're like, "My brother typed that, banned his, blocked him." You're the chatter I need.
Bro,
I'm banning you.
Coming back and joking. Keep people nowadays, like, not everybody should have the internet. Not everybody should have access to the internet. Like, bro, I genuinely feel bad for this guy. He's genuinely trying to help people, and people are going around like freaking idiots. Yeah, that's right, freaking idiots.
That's freaking weird as shit.
This leaves Joe stuck making a decision that's difficult to get right.
If I'm being honest, I think a large portion of people that come into my chat and say stuff that's idle are lying. But I have to treat them all as if they're real, because then I could, on an off chance, not take somebody seriously that is serious. And that's the worst thing you could do.
Ignoring the wrong message could have serious consequences, but responding to every message was impossible, and the pressure of trying was beginning to wear him down.
I feel bad, and I've talked about this. It's like, I wish I could help, but like sometimes I can't, you know? Like there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person.
But there's one message that weighs on Joe the most. It's one that he's heard over and over again, that for some viewers, he's the only reason that they're still alive.
You were there when my dad passed. You saved me from ending my own life more than anyone should. I've realized so much because of you. I can't thank you enough. You unknowingly have helped me with a lot. My life has gotten a lot better since watching you from your philosophy stuff. Never had a favorite streamer until I watched your streams, and it kind of saved my life. No pressure. I wanted to my.
That's a W ending. That is actually like that shows that he's helping so many people. That is such a W.
my life. I did not save your life. You saved your own life. Please get the help you need, though. If I'm the only reason that you stopped, you know, wanting to kill yourself in that moment, you need a lot of help outside of just
True.
watching my content.
When you hear some of those stories,
Like, bro, you're gonna feel like so much better, like just going to the gym, taking care of your health, talking with family, talking with friends, spending time with people, just being social, not staying too much on social media as well. Like keep it to a limited time, especially if you have like fast like that, and just have a nice lifestyle. You know what I mean? It goes a long way. And get outside, touch some grass, you know, go out in forest, ground, freaking go for a swim, just have fun life.
how big of a toll does that take on you? Because like, I know, I'm watching through some of their clips, talking to people like this, a lot of the chat is asking, who is checking on Joe?
I mean, I'm starting therapy soon. I'm not saying it's bad to have my videos as like something to fall back on to make you feel happier versus like, I'm suicidal, your videos are the only thing that's keeping me alive.
Take a second and think about what that actually means for the person receiving it. Somebody just told you that your uploads are load-bearing for their existence.
Don't tell me.
Exactly, like at the end of the day, he's an entertainer. It's just like watching a freaking movie. It's entertainment there and then, but like you gotta do something in the long run. You can't just rely on someone's videos. You gotta take a hold of the root cause and go outside, have fun, spend time with family, go to the gym, do something that makes you happy, and not just a dopamine spike. Just get natural dopamine, you know? Going out in forests, training, find some hobbies.
Like I'm glad I'm able to help, man, but like get help. Like get help. Please.
So what happens if you take a break? What happens if you burn out and quit? On some level, Joe now feels like he has to keep posting, because somewhere out there, somebody's hanging on by his streaming schedule.
There will be people that will like come to my chat and they're like, hey, you prevented me from killing myself because I saw one of your videos and it made me laugh. On surface level, that's great. If you're me, now I'm going, oh, if I stop posting, people are gonna start killing themselves.
And beyond the pressure, there's the sheer exposure to darkness. Joe's DMs and chat are a constant stream of people's lowest moments. And when you're surrounded by that much pain for that long, it eventually starts to get in.
That's like the one thing is the emotional drain, I guess. Like I put,
No, he's really doing a good job. He's trying his best. And there's also so many streamers like getting messages just like this. Like, how do you respond? Like, you know what I mean? He's trying his best. And I think everybody else in a situation like this is trying the best, but you never know if they're joking around or if they are being genuine. And that is what is being said. That's sad.
After every stream, Joe sits there for an hour just coming back down from what the job took out of him.
like when I'm done stream, I get off, I literally sit there in like silence for maybe an hour. I need like time to decompress just because that is a lot at times. It takes a toll and I've gotten used to it, but it kind of builds. Like I'll be good for a month and then there'll be a week where I'm just like not there emotionally, I guess. And that's like a problem.
So the obvious question is, why keep doing it? Every other streamer proved you can just let the messages scroll and the career survives. Joe could put up the full wall tomorrow and nobody could really blame him.
I'm not sitting here acting like I'm some role model, but if people are going through stuff and I recognize that they're watching my content to help them, that I want them to have some sort of guidance of redirection to be better themselves and also better their own mental health in a way that's good for them.
Joe did the math and decided helping people is worth what it costs him.
I enjoy making people happy more than the other aspects.
That's good, bro.
And that's what
bro, it looks like he's genuinely having fun. Like he definitely is. You know what I mean? He's just genuinely having fun, having a good stream. You know what I mean? You just see it on laugh. That's a W. That's a W streamer.
Like, a lot of people are like, oh, push through the negative because you make money. I think I push through the negative
It's one of those.
because I can affect people more positively here than any other job that I could possibly be doing.
But once he saw what his platform could do for people at their lowest, walking away from that stopped being an option he could live with.
Thank you. My mom was diagnosed with cancer about 9 months ago.
Sorry to
we
hear
would
that.
watch your videos and streams. We loved your philosophy streams. She also majored in philosophy.
Really?
A week ago I found out she has
2 more days to live. One of the final things we did was watch one of your YouTube videos. Your videos remind me of good memories. She passed away yesterday and you helped me cope. Just wanted to say thank you so much. You helped more than you'll ever know. Oh my god. Yo, that's just gonna make me cry.
Nah, that's sad. That's genuinely like.
It's a fucking weird job, dude. It's a weird job doing social media. There's a lot of but it's one of the most like rewarding experiences. Just to be able to be someone to help other people is something that I want to do. Yeah, the money's good. Yeah, it's fun to play video games and shit. But like on a deeper level, dude, being able to make people's days is like genuinely what I want to do. And
Bro, he's a good streamer. He's a good human being. He has a good character. W. If you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. That was a good one. That was a good one. Jeez, bro. Jeez, bro. Don't go back to something that God has already rescued you from. Never back down, never what? Never back down, never what? I just speak, couldn't believe his brother Jamal could identify every fast food burger blindfolded. No. There is no way he can get every single one like that.
Hey, you ready? Yeah. All right. This is our first one. First one.
Oh, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Come on, man. Come on, man.
This is a cheeseburger? Yep. Wendy's.
Nah, no. Oh. How can you tell based upon the brand, bro?
Bro! He didn't even bite it! You can tell.
Bro, he's been there. He's been there a couple of times, huh? Maybe the coincidence of a burger.
How did you know? Oh my gosh. Next one. Bro. He didn't even bite it. They got that square patty. Chat, which one should I do next?
Oh yeah, it's Usher Speed's brother.
That was really nice. He's a true professional. Let me double blindfold. Chat, he's gonna double. Chat, he's double blindfolding himself. He's double blindfolding himself.
Yo, he got confidence. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. All right. W, man. Ooh, those are so good. Those are so freaking good. I tasted them like I think twice. Wait, did he say Shake Shack?
There you go. Boom, Shake Shack. Come on, bro, that's easy. Bro, bro, I'm about to cry.
He doesn't he doesn't even bite. He just what? If you lift up the toilet seat and see this, what is your first thought? I've generally not played video games in over 4 months. It's hard to find time. Professional streamer, mic muted, missing sound alert, unfinished overlays, consistent branding. Is that us? Nah. No, 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 it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yo, give me a sec, chat. Okay, I gotta pew pew. Should we put on something?
When did you realize your parents considered
Bro, this one hits. It's big.
you a mistake? My mom and stepdad have always hated me, because I look exactly like my bio dad, aka my mom's worst enemy. So when I was sitting in math class and felt a shooting pain in the lower right side of my abdomen, the last thing I wanted to do was call them. But after I felt my forehead burning up, I knew I had to give in and text the family group chat. It took them 30 minutes to collect me. Were you trying to
What
steal
is
from me?
this?
Was the first thing my stepdad asked when I got in the car. Before I could respond, my sister cranked the aux all the way up. What are you even doing here? I managed to ask. We were having a family bonding day, she beamed. That you interrupted?
They're just mean, bro.
The pain in my stomach moved from sharp to explosive, like my insides were being torched. Mom turned around from the front seat, her eyes narrowing the way they always did when she looked at me. You better not be doing this for attention. My skin was gray, drenched in sweat that wouldn't stop pouring. Every bump in the road sent lightning through my abdomen. That's when I started throwing up. Mark,
Why am I keep watching this? It's just
expecting it. My gosh.
It's just crazy. It's crazy beans. You know what I mean? Why are we still watching this shit?
Her phone was on 5%. My phone is dying.
It's lasting for 55 minutes. A single freaking clip.
Since she was 6. Josh is gonna
And 49 seconds.
And he'll think I'm ignoring him. And then
Like,
he'll ask
bro,
that girl
what am I
to
even watching at this point? You know what I mean?
feel something inside me getting worse with every second. Hospital, I gasped. Please. Mom and Mark exchanged that look. The same look.
Show me a good one.
Have done that no one knows about. 1.
Oh, that's so much.
My husband and I had a habit of stopping by our local Waffle House before we had to go out of state on business trips. We would have some breakfast and then drive the 90 minutes to the
You guys know me. I'm a super nice person.
We stopped in to eat very early in the morning, and our waitress was one of the older ladies who had been working at this restaurant for as long as we could remember. She was always friendly and cheerful with a smile and kind word for everyone, and she was almost always there. This particular morning it was clear that she was trying to be her usual chipper self, but something was weighing on her. We got to chatting and she said her daughter had just had her 3rd child.
Crazy beans is crazy.
Baby, but she'd had some car trouble and medical expenses. And it just wasn't
Missing sound alert. That as I turned off like
since I'd asked. I think maybe people just tend to open up when you're
follow
interested in what
sound
they have to
alert.
say. What she didn't know is that my grandpa had died only a few weeks before, and he'd left me a small inheritance. It wasn't a lot of money, but it meant the world to me that he'd done it. I thought he would really like it if I used part of the inheritance to help this lady to get to go see her newest granddaughter, so I wrote her a check for a few $100s as her tip and left it under my plate so she wouldn't see it until we'd left. I wrote for your travel fund at the
Bro,
bottom of the
these
check, so she
parkour
would
people
understand
gotta
what it was
be
for. Well,
really,
I didn't
really
manage to get
good.
away before she saw it, and she grabbed me up
If
and
they
laid me
mess
down and
up,
started
they
crying,
messed
and then,
up
of
the
course, I
entire
started
freaking
crying.
clip.
It was a big sappy mess, but she was so happy. She said she was going to go buy her ticket that day, and she was just so cute and couldn't stop smiling. I told her I wanted to see lots of pictures of her grandbaby the next time I came by, and sure enough,
I'm not even listening that much. I'm like watching the parkour. I'm like, oh, you're making it. You're making it. You're gonna fail there. Watch out. Watch out.
But even now, looking back on it, I wish I would see another like it for sale. I just had to
55
have it,
minutes
but it
for
was
one
so
clip.
expensive. It was for sale for nearly $200, and nothing in my wardrobe even came remotely close to that amount, combined. I saved, and saved my money, and by the time I had enough, it had dropped in price to about $150. I bought that coat and wore it every single day. I was positively smitten with it. Then, one day at work, I was walking past the transport van and got black soot and dirt on the sleeve. It was a large dark mark and would need to be cleaned specially. I took it to the dry cleaner, who told me it could be cleaned without damaging it, but that would cost more than I was currently able to pay. As I was between checks, I kept it.
Yo, let me go
such a time
go
as
to
I could afford
the.
to get it cleaned,
I'm going
and
pew
dug out an
pew.
old coat I had
20
lying around.
seconds.
One night, on my way home from work, I stopped for gas. As I was pulling in, there was a young female attendant sweeping the parking lot in her short-sleeved uniform, with no protection from the positively bone-chilling temperatures outside. She went in when I pulled up, and I parked and went inside to prepay for my gas. I sparked up a conversation, and when I asked, she told me she had no coat, as she was freshly on her own and unable to afford one. I told her to wait, and I walked out to my car and got my beautiful white coat. I brought it to her, and told her I thought it would be gorgeous on her, if only she would get the stain cleaned. I told her I hoped she could still get some use out of it in the meanwhile, and that the dry cleaner said it could be cleaned. The look on her face went from this unspoken depression to that of pure joy. I didn't wait around, because I didn't want her to feel badly, or feel obligated to act in any certain way on my behalf. I pumped my gas, and left, but as I was pulling out I caught a glimpse of her inside the store wearing it, and twirling. It really made my day, hell I think even my year, that she might have as much love for it as I had, and I hope she wore the hell out of it. 3. A few years back, a friend from high school was adopting a child from China. He and his wife had worked diligently and hard to earn the thousands of dollars it takes to do an international adoption. It was down to 1 month before they had to fly to China to pick up their new daughter. They had budgeted in their airfare but had overlooked budgeting her one-way ticket to the States. Her ticket was more than twice the cost of theirs. His wife put a desperate plea out on Facebook to try to raise the money quickly as time was very near and the agency required all plans, including return airfare.
Guys, something crazy just happened. Something you guys wouldn't even believe what just happened. I am still astonished that this happened live. I would love to show you guys, but I can't. And it's gonna be too hard to explain, so I can't really explain it either. But trust me when I say that something crazy just happened. But I can't explain.
To be set before arrival. To make matters worse, they were pretty much out of adoption fund money. I messaged her and asked how much was the ticket. She sent me screenshots of their flight info and a screenshot of the one-way return ticket info. It was almost $2,000. I told her not to cry, but I was sending her the money on PayPal immediately. She did cry. He called me crying too, which made me cry. As far as my knowledge, my husband and I know. He and his wife know. That's it. It's the best kind of secret, and I love knowing I helped bring that precious little girl home. 4. Not me, but my dad. He passed away about 12 years ago. A few days after his funeral, my mom received a note from their regular postman expressing his condolences. In his note he mentioned how grateful he was for how my dad would, on really hot days, leave a Coke and a little ice bucket down by the mailbox for him. Such a small thing and yet, so uniquely thoughtful. Who even thinks of that? No one knew until we got the note. 5. Standing in a crowded bus stand waiting for my bus, I once spotted a blind man. This man was pestering everybody asking whether a certain bus has arrived. It was evening and people were busy boarding their own buses to get back home. They were also frustrated with him and kept pushing him back, abusing and swearing at him. I was 21 at that time and it wasn't a very safe place for girls like me to travel alone once it is dark. I felt sad for this man.
Bro, what is
Whether if
this?
he was in disguise to pickpocket. The place was famous for it, and decided to help him. You know, in my state, if a girl is seen out alone at dark, either she will be followed by locals or frowned by many adults. I asked him where he wanted to go. He was so happy to hear a friendly voice amongst all the abusive language he had been hearing. He told me the place. When his bus arrived I boarded along with him. It was not my bus and boarding this will take me another 2 hours to reach my house, which otherwise would take only half an hour. Once we got down in his stop, some adults who were watching us throughout the journey came to us and asked us how we were related. I said nobody in a stern voice. By that word, he gave me the most beautiful toothless smile I've ever seen. It was getting dark so I had to quickly board the next bus back to my stop. As I was giving him some quick instructions as to where to stand to catch an auto, he held my hand tightly and said, "Thank you," with a tear that fell on the back of my hand. I broke. Every now and then, I think of him. He reminds me of every underprivileged person.
I think I gotta try to fix it like
reminds me how lucky we are to be
afterwards,
physically
to be
normal.
honest.
6. One day I went on my usual 4-mile.
I'm gonna try to fix it afterwards. They look from sad to joy. They look from sad to joy, my friend. Listen, this is gonna be the watermark. If you guys want to use it, you can just take a screenshot, do something, and utilize it on the clips. I know we got a lot of clippers right now, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys making amazing clips, and the campaign continues. And yeah, I would just say that I'm proud of every single one of you guys making those clips, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen, guys. We're gonna make it happen. Almost 2K one-way ticket. I didn't listen that much to the clip that we just watched, but yeah, I see that we already have like 120 like dedicated pages as well, and I am honestly I'm pretty proud of you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys soon. I hope you guys have an amazing day. This is all my socials. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Catch you guys soon.